I think a lot of us ladies have been fooled by the idea of the perfect love. And so, a lot of us ladies, we seek our whole lives to find Prince Charming, to find a king that is going to take care of us and love us. If you are a woman, and let me know in the comments, you have been single for a very long time. After a while, when you get disappointed in relationships or men, you lose hope. You start to doubt yourself. You start to think, is there something wrong with me? Am I not good enough? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not worthy of love? This starts to happen because we generalize finding love. In reality, and this is when my life shifted, true love is a blessing. And if you find it, you are very lucky. Now, it's beautiful if this happens and this is what you want, but it's not a given. It's not given to everyone. And also, it's not in everyone's path to actually experience this. So when you look at it from this perspective, it's like when true love finds me, I'm very blessed. But if it doesn't find me, it is okay too, because I am more than my relationship. I am more than a mother. I have a purpose. I have a meaning. And I'm going to live my life to the fullest, no matter what, no matter if this person shows up or not. I am not defined by a relationship, by having a husband or by having children. I think a lot of sisters, we have our expectations very high because of that fantasy type of love. And also what we talk about together, right? So we have very high standards for men. And we're almost looking for perfection. And the longer we date these men, we realize this man that I created in my head, it doesn't exist. So I do think that our standards are too high. Be more realistic about the state of the world, the state of our man, and the state of relationships. For me, I think, yes, you can find someone that you can experience love with, but this love is going to be real. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be dedication. It's going to be accepting a man with flaws and accepting a man that has to work on himself. He's not going to be a perfect person. So yes, I definitely think you should have your standards. Please do. But also be realistic about what it means to experience real love. The perfect man does not exist. And if you keep searching for that man, you're going to be very, very disappointed, very heartbroken. Another thing that I came to realize is also that a lot of us ladies, we miss the person that was actually meant for us. Sometimes because we are just looking at the exterior of a man or our type, that we don't see the man that is standing right there, ready and willing to love you correctly. That's also a reason why a lot of women miss their true love. Because in their minds, they're waiting on this handsome, beautiful Prince Charming. There has to be a certain way. He might have to have a certain job or a lot of money. And sometimes the reality is that your true love, the man that is actually going to love you correctly, is standing right there. But you can't see him. Or you're not willing to see him because he might not be what you expected. Men willing to date you doesn't mean anything because most of these men are there to experience you, not to love you, not to build a life with you. That's where we get it wrong because we think, oh, this man wants to date us or is talking to us, he could be my potential. No, most men you will date want to experience you, but their plan is not to love you. And from my experience, it's going to be very clear if a man actually is there to want to love you and build a life with you, or if he's there to experience you. And you're going to know the signs. Now, if you come across a man that seemed nice in the beginning, but he starts to get flaky, that's a man that wants to experience you. That man doesn't want to love you. It might have been great in the first months, but if that wears down and he starts to run, be avoidant, there's your answer, right? This man wanted to experience you, but he wasn't there to love you. This happened to me a few times in my life when I was younger. I took this so personal, right? I thought I met this guy and we had an amazing connection. And then after a few weeks or a few months, it got very rough and you could just feel him pulling away. And we take this so personal sometimes, but we shouldn't take it personal because this man was not your love. This man was not meant to love you. This man was there to experience you. And so it's not personal because you're not good enough or not beautiful enough. It's just because within his heart, within his soul, his spirit, he didn't connect with you that way. And that is okay. So when moments like this happen, the best thing for us to do is just to let it go. Acceptance without taking it personal, without thinking there's something wrong with us. Just be like, this was not my man. This was not my true love. Trust me when I say this, if you do it this way, you are going to save yourself a lot of heartache, because a lot of us ladies, we hold on to a man that doesn't want to be there, that doesn't want to love us. And so we accept the crumbs that he gives you, right? You can feel within your spirit if that man doesn't love you. You can feel it. That's why you're uneasy. That's why you're always sad. This man doesn't really wants to be there. This man is incapable to love you. So instead of holding on, making this our person, once we see the signs that he's pulling back and he's not putting in effort, that's okay. We let him go with grace, but we don't take it personal, right? We don't let it affect our self-esteem. We just let him go gracefully, and we open ourselves up for a man that is actually willing to love you. Live your life to the fullest. And when it happens, it's going to be beautiful. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be grateful and appreciate it. And if it doesn't happen, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to have an amazing life. There's nothing worse than ending up with a man that was not meant for you, that doesn't really love you. He's going to treat you bad. He's going to break you down. You're going to live a very unhappy life if you end up with a man that doesn't love you. So it's better to be alone and be single and be at peace than to be with a man that doesn't love you correctly. Trust me when I say this. Trust me when I say this. What I also think, and this is not because I am a woman, but honestly, I think that right now, us women, we are growing. We are elevating. The feminine energy is rising. We are doing good, We are working on ourselves, healing ourselves, working on our careers, building our own. And the masculine is not there yet, if you would ask me. There are some men that, yes, are there, right? Also growing, elevating. But I also see a lot of men stuck in spiritual growth, mental growth. We cannot expect for all of these men to be ready to love us because they're not ready. And we see it every day. They are not ready to love a woman correctly. And maybe they didn't learn how to love a woman correctly. So it's almost like impossible to believe that every woman on this earth is gonna find a perfect man, a Prince Charming, that is gonna treat her right. That is just impossible with the state of the world that we are in. And don't choose a life with a man that is not ready. That is not ready to love you or capable to love you. Let those relationships go. And wait for the person that is ready. Wait for the man that is willing to grow, to elevate with you. That's why I keep saying it's rare. It's rare to find a conscious man. It's rare to find a spiritual man. What is your experience with finding true love? Have you ever found a soulmate? Have you ever found true love? Share your stories with me in the comment section and let's help each other out. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you soon.